Good afternoon, Hobo Nation. Welcome to Sunburn City. It's the HWA House Show, Season 1, Episode 29. A great card ahead of a fantastic upcoming weekend. And I decided we're not going to keep anybody waiting. We're going to dive right into the action. Head first, Hobo Nation. First up on tonight's card, it's a fatal four-way for the number one spot, the eminent spot to challenge for the HWA Hardcore title. The winner of this match will receive an eminent Hardcore title shot. Eminent meaning the next time the Hardcore title is defended, it will be against this individual, whomever that individual may be. So up next, we got J-Flies versus Shannon Dallas versus Nightmare X versus Brett Storm, all vying for that spot to challenge CM Punk for the HWA Hardcore title. But enough of the hype, let's get the action moving. Fatal four-way up next. Been on hiatus we have, and all four men looking a little suspicious of each other. And right off the rip, Shannon Dallas going for the former Hardcore champion, and Nightmare X coming up with a big a big head scissor takedown on Brett Storm. It's interesting who paired off immediately, and I know J-Flies and Dallas have had their differences recently in the back of the locker room area, but I didn't think it had escalated to the point where they would pair off in this match and start beating the hell out of each other on the outside. And remember, it's a fatal four-way, so there's no DQ, no count out. And Nightmare X on the top rope, hard elbow to the middle of the chest of Brett Storm. And these two men are the only ones that have stayed inside of the ring. And there goes J-Flies, thrown inside by Dallas. They know it's not a Falls Count Anywhere match. A tornado DDT by Storm. And Nightmare X reeling a bit. And Dallas hamming away on the knee of J-Flies. Picking up the pace is Shannon Dallas. There goes his little showboat session. Go ahead, showboat all you want, ya honky. Loser. J-Flies coming back with stiff rights in the midsection. And Nightmare X feeling the pain. And Brett is storming all over Nightmare X. And and X decided to sidestep it. And look at Nightmare X caught in a front face lock, but J-Flies is perched on the top. Oh, and a giant head scissor takedown. A flying head scissor takedown off the top rope. J-Flies, the Falcon is here. And Nightmare X taking the fight to Storm now on the back. And the tables have turned for these four competitors. And it seems that Storm is not going to pose too much of a threat, but Nightmare X taking the fight to J-Flies, but J-Flies planting Nightmare X face first, and Flies now going right back to work on Shannon Dallas. Hard elbow shot on the apron to the face of Shannon Dallas. Nightmare X now, the masked Nightmare, getting picked apart a little by Brett Storm. Thrown on the outside is Nightmare X, and stomping away is J-Flies. Climbing to the top rope. Dallas is down. Oh, a swanton! A sexy swanton if I ever saw a swanton. And going for the 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it happens here. Oh, and no. Shannon Dallas kicks out at 2.5. And X, you saw X light a fire back into the ring, running as fast as he could. But there's a torture rack in progress, and a torture rack into a neck breaker. Great move, and a reverse side effect. It seemed like J-Flies just pulled off like a neck breaker style side effect, and Flies just looking at Storm trying to pin Nightmare. Oh, and kicking X right in the chin. Wow. Now Dallas is going to be on the outside for a second, it seems like, and Flies and Storm forming a tentative alliance, taking it to the smaller Nightmare X, trying to probably take at least one other guy out. That would be my strategy. Pair off against someone and try to take an individual out. And I think they chose Nightmare X, but Dallas came in to interrupt that little teamwork there. Oh, nice move by J-Flies, picking up the pace. And Nightmare X, sensing that bicycle kick, was able to sidestep and trip up J-Flies, who now rolls on the outside. And there's that interesting double leg butterfly pile driver. But the story right now is that clothesline from hell out of Brett Storm with a super kick on Nightmare X. Wow, Storm coming to life here. Really coming to life with Storm. Oh, and there's that There's that swinging neck breaker-like move on Storm, and Dallas going for the cover on the very weak, very tired Nightmare X, and breaking it up as Jay flies. Oh, a Blue Thunder-like bomb, and he's got them all wrapped up, but Dallas able to kick out at 2, and Storm coming in trying to pick the pieces of Shannon. Dallas going for another quick cover, but Flies is confident that Dallas will kick out, and on the outside goes Nightmare X, and the Falcon and X on the outside taking it to each other, but on the inside, more importantly, Shannon Dallas going for a Spanish fly. What a freaking move that was. A practically standing Spanish fly on the canvas. And Storm, oh man, Storm is hurt. Nightmare X is up. Oh, a powerbomb on the floor. Nightmare X. Flies may have just taken the Nightmare out of this match. And Dallas now with a sit-down powerbomb on Brett Storm. Will that be all she wrote? She's got him in a pinning combo. Oh my gosh, Shannon Dallas. Shannon Dallas picking up the big W here. Pinning Brett Storm. Wow, what a classic four-way this was. There's a bicycle kick on Shannon Dallas. I think I said she earlier because he's got a girl's name. What can I say? But Dallas taking a swanton bomb here from Jay Flies. Oh, and this pile driver. I thought this pile driver may have ended the run for Shannon Dallas, but wrong I was. And there's that standing Spanish fly-like maneuver. Shiitake mushrooms. And it was this sit-down power bomb, and he just went for the cover right away here. And Storm was too rocked to kick out. And now Shannon Dallas will be challenging CM Punk for the HWA Hardcore Championship. And that will be this Saturday night, the sexiest night of the week here on Sunburn City. Only on twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live. We'll be streaming that this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Up next, a one-on-one grudge-style match. Alexa Bliss going up against the boss, Sasha Banks. Bliss has pissed Banks off for the first time, for the last time. She decided not to bring her hooker down, Mickie James. It's just going to be strictly one-on-one. We'll finally get to see who is the better woman. I'm going to make a note real quick, HoboNation. Who won that match? Shannon Dallas. Too many storylines going on all at once. I'll forget. Shannon Dallas versus the Punk. The Punkerinos. Can't wait for that match. It's going to be good times. But another match I'm not really excited to call. Sasha Banks versus Bliss up next. I said not excited, didn't I? Ah, Freudian slip. Well, let's see if they prove me wrong. And Bliss going right for a crucifix. Nice crucifix takedown there by Bliss. And she's a little peeved. Oh, she missed that standing drop kick. And the boss showing her speed. Bliss and the boss still not in the... They're in the top spots there. Able to challenge Asuka for the HWA Women's World Championship. Nice face breaker. Boss taking control. That's how you do a standing drop kick, Bliss. And it's not that I don't like Banks. I love Banks. It's quite the opposite. I just don't like calling Bliss's matches. I don't like her at all. I think she's boring. I do, HoboNation. I can't help it. She's boring. And what the holy hell was that done there hooker doing? Hooker? Sasha Banks just frog splashed herself into the middle of the ring. She wasn't even close to her target. Bliss now taking advantage. Sasha, if you lose here, I'm going to be super unhappy. I'm going to be that saddest hobo ever, because that means I might have to call a championship match featuring Bliss. And just thinking of her being the Women's World Champion in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance fills me with not just dread, but migraines. And planting Banks in the back of the head is Bliss, and I think I may be jinxing this match, HoboNation. I think I may be jinxing this match. And I'm telling you right now, one of these ladies will be in the top 3 spots. The winner of this match, in fact, will crack the top 3. And at that point, will, in fact, be able to challenge for the HWA Women's World Championship. Of course, it's Asuka's prerogative if she wants to accept a challenge from the not #1 contender. And Bliss going for a rough cover there on Banks. And Banks just pulling her shoulder right off the mat. Nearly immediate. And Banks needs to pick up the pace here. And Bliss... some type of... oh, good elbow. Hard, stiff elbows by the boss. Swinging neck breaker. You go, girl. You show that hooker who's boss. Take the fight to her, Banks. And Banks now got Bliss in a submission move. Oh, knees. That was like a dragon sleeper, but those knees really taking the boss out of that move. A nice hard Irish whip by Bliss on Banks. Hard kick there. Oh, man, this is not bowing. Whoa, and a sit-down powerbomb. Powerbomb, excuse me, pulling her right out of the corner. Bliss now going for a hard cover again on Banks, and Banks kicking out at the one pop. Not enough. Bliss got to be a little tougher. The boss ain't bossy for nothing. And Bliss now laps. Cardio. It's cardio time. Going to the top rope. Let's see what Bliss is going to do here. Little Miss Bliss. What's Little Miss Bliss going to do here? So, a senton. Did you see the vert she got on that? Wow. Color me impressed. And Bliss. Oh, that was blocked by Sasha Banks. Great move, Banks. Wow. She took that senton, but she was able to counter with a power bomb and a swinging sit-down neck breaker by Bliss. And Banks is in a bad. She is not doing well, Hobos. I don't know what's happening to Sasha Banks. Maybe this match should have been Nia Jax, but Jax still not in the top 5. Oh, great show of athleticism here by Bliss. And she's going for it. Oh, man, I'm not going to be happy here. I'm not going to be happy here, Hobos. I don't want to see. Oh, no, she hit it. That blonde hooker hit it, and Banks may be gone. And maybe all she wrote for Sasha Banks. Oh, the boss kicking out. The boss kicking out. Keeping a Hobo's dream alive. Hell yeah. Show me some love, Sasha Banks. Ooh, a hard stomp by Bliss. I just don't want this blonde hooker to win. Ooh, great move. Great move. And Banks this hard snap suplex on Bliss. Oh, she's going for it. Bank statement. Oh, she's too close to the ropes. She's too close to the ropes. Yep, she's too close to the ropes. Man, that's awful. She just always pulls this move off, and I think that she still hasn't learned to gauge the ring size accurately. She's going for some other type of submission hold here. Oh, wow. Oh, a hard stop. Man, she may have broken Bliss's arm there, and Banks coming back with some furious moves. Hitting fast and hitting hard is Banks. Oh, Bliss too fast for that kick, and Bliss now. Nope. Elbows, nice reversal. What's she going for here? Oh, a head scissor. Oh, dropped right across the middle rope is Banks. Wow, Bliss taking the wind out of the sails of Sasha Banks. She's going for some type of double knee stomp there by Little Miss Bliss. Little Miss Bliss. I just don't like that hooker. I just don't like this hooker. Oh, more athleticism. Great show of athleticism here. Standing moonsault double knee to the abdomen of Sasha Banks. Bliss really putting the hurting on Banks in this one-on-one confrontation. And it's a confrontation. It's not even a contest. Oh, she's going for it. She might get her in this one. And a ladylike choke slam. Man, Banks is in a bad way here, Hobos. On the top rope. And she's coming off with that nice cross-body splash. And this may be all she wrote for Banks. And that's it. Oh, Hobo tier. Your winner, Alexa Bliss. Stop listening. I don't like to say the A word because then my contraption that also has that name starts listening. And there's Bliss dragging the seemingly lifeless corpse of Sasha Banks. It's some great show of athleticism here from Bliss. Color me surprised. I was kind of hoping that Sasha Banks would pull out the W here, but no. In fact, Little Miss Bliss taking the W away from Banks. Good show here, ladies. Nice show. And Alexa getting closer and closer to be able to challenge for that HWA Women's World Championship. And good luck to you, Miss Bliss. I'm not looking forward to calling your matches. Not looking forward to it. But I am looking forward to Asuka putting you in the Asuka lock and making you tap. Up next, Hobo, another one-on-one match. A Twitch.tv favorite, Dr. Disrespect, joining us here in one of our HWA house shows. He's really trying to break on through in the HWA, the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. He wants to be a contender, and a contender he is not yet, but he's going to be facing the Demon Finn Balor. Balor not doing so hot here in the HWA either, but he can easily turn that around with the skill and determination that only the Demon has. Remember, Hobos, if you're enjoying the content here on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you don't like it, don't subscribe, but you can hit that thumbs down button and leave me a comment on how you believe I could improve. This constructive criticism is always welcome. But up next, Hobo Nation, we got Finn Balor versus Dr. Disrespect. Let's keep the action moving. The bell rings, and Dr. D and the Demon, ooh, and the Demon coming up quick with some forearm shots to the face. And the big 6'8", over 200-pound Dr. Disrespect getting shown what's what by the Demon Finn Balor, face planting Dr. D here. The Demon Finn Balor, very aggressive competitor. Just recently in a rivalry with the aerial assassin Will Ospreay. Great overhead German suplex there by the Doc, and Doc with those hard kicks to the back of Balor. Balor would really like a W here. It's been a couple of matches since he's had a W. I don't know why Balor's doing so bad. I will confess, some of those matches he's had outside interference, and some of those matches have just been clean losses. And there he goes, fighting back is the Demon. A hard shot to the ribs of Dr. D, scooping up the 6'8" monstrosity, but a reverse DDT pausing the Demon. And here he goes, that 6'8" mullet monster going for a pin here, but the Demon able to counter it up and kick out at 1 1/4. And Dr. D showing a little bit of frustration with a hard kick and scooping Balor up and just throwing him halfway across the ring. And now with a hard neck wrench, Dr. Disrespect showing lots of disrespect to the Demon. He's coming back with hard shots to the ribs. Those will rock your body anytime. And that mullet goes flying one side, and they collide. The mullet collides, and the Demon, a hard Irish whip into the corner. And now Finn Balor on the receiving end of some of Dr. Disrespect's creative offense. Holy shiitake mushrooms. What a move off the top rope. And Dr. D coming up with those high impact maneuvers, taking it to the Demon in a gut wrench overhead suplex, a near deadlift gut wrench overhead by Dr. Disrespect, and the 6'8" mullet monster dropping down, trying to get a 3 count, but no W that time for the Doc. And kicking the Demon again in the back, and a hard shot to the shoulder that was, and another hard kick to the shoulder, and the Dr. Disrespect stomping away in the midsection, and the Demon needs to get it going. He started off quick, but he's lost that momentum. There he goes, blocking that tornado elbow, coming up with a slingshot. A great clothesline slingshot takedown, hopping to the top. Let's go. Let's see what he's going for here. Could it be he's gonna go for the stomp? He's in the drop zone. Stomp! He hit him with a stomp. This may be all she wrote for the mullet monster. And kicking out at 2. Wow. Dr. Disrespect and the mullet kicking out at the 1 1/4 from the Demon stomp. Wow. And Balor showboating. Not the right time to showboat, honky. Not the right time to showboat. Running forearms. Slingshot takedown. Rocking the mullet. Shaking Dr. Disrespect. And the crowd firmly behind Finn Balor here. You're one of the former members of the Bullet Club from back in the day. And what's Balor gonna do here? Oh, I sense trouble for the mullet, and the Doc go flying into the corner. And the mullet bounces off the middle turnbuckle. Wow. Finn going back up top, and the Doc is still in the drop zone. Will it be all she wrote for the mullet? And a stomp! Another stomp! Will he be able to kick out of 2 stomps? And he does not! And Dr. Disrespect takes an L, and the Demon Finn Balor comes up with a big W with double stomps to Dr. Disrespect. Wow! Great showing here by both competitors. That was the first stomp, but that second stomp was just an epic, epic pound to the freaking chest. That was the first one. He kicked out of the first one there, but this drop kick here, just rocking the mullet to the middle turnbuckle, and Dr. D could not recover. The second stomp. Wow. And the Demon coming up with a big W here over Dr. Disrespect. That's going to be a confidence booster for Finn Balor. He needed that win, and he needed it bad. All right, Hobo Nation, this brings us to our main event tag team showdown. A little action here, some competitive action, if you will. We like a little competition here in the HWA. There's no joke, sometimes the oddest couples will be made just to put the hurtin' on another pair of hobos. We don't know why, but right now, Will Ospreay and Rob Van Dam challenging the New Day with Big E at ringside. I think Paul Heyman will be lurking in the corner of RVD there. I know he's got his eyes on the aerial assassin, but who knows? Who knows what'll happen? And remember, hobos, catch the Hobo Wrestling Alliance every Saturday night. Live stream on twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live. Right now, up next, we got RVD, Will Ospreay versus the New Day with Big E. Let's keep the action moving. Here's our main event. No, it's going to be RVD starting the action for his team, and Woods is going to be starting out for he and Kofi. Let's see how this match is going to go. I'm curious to see how Rob Van Dam and Will Ospreay function as a team. They both have dynamic styles, to be sure, and similar styles. I would think that of the two, the harder striker would be Rob Van Dam. The New Day always able to put any three members in. I don't know if I would have chosen Woods and Kofi together. One of them with Big E, I think, would have been more formidable because he would have the size, and Big E would be able to neutralize more of their speed and absorb more of those killer kicks from Rob Van Dam and Will Ospreay for that matter. And hard elbow shots to the top of the head, and RVD now taking the battle to the ground and to Xavier Woods. And the crowd a little muted here. I don't know who to vote for. I don't know who to vote for either. Nice apron slingshot leg drop. Classic Rob Van Dam. And another, oh, he missed that elbow smash on Xavier Woods, did Rob Van Dam. A jumping elbow smash to the top of the head of RVD, and now the crowd coming to life a little bit. A wrist lock shoulder tackle on Woods, and a little bit more powerful. I think Rob Van Dam may be. Scoop, no, Xavier Woods blocking that scoop slam, kicking Rob Van Dam, and coming up with a hard shot to the face. Will Ospreay and Rob Van Dam, well, I'm sorry, Will Ospreay was in a great main event match this past Saturday at Bash at the Beach, challenging the Intercontinental Champion Rip Nichols for his IC title. Of course, Will Ospreay coming up short in that match. Nichols able to take out the W, pick up the W, and take out the aerial assassin with very little offense from Will Ospreay. The power of Nichols just too much. And now Kofi taking it to Rob Van Dam. Quick exchanges here, and here's going to be the whole tag team element, the working together element. And that's something that Will Ospreay and Rob Van Dam do not have because they've never teamed together before. And that nice drop kick to the back of the head of Kofi Kingston, and Rob Van Dam scooped up, and Snake Eye dropped across the top rope was RVD. Kofi stomping away on the swell of the back of Rob Van Dam now. On the defensive is RVD. Oh, and coming up with a big block. Nice powerbomb block. Looked like Kofi was trying to come up with a head scissor takedown. The aerial assassin now tagged in, grabbing Kofi. Oh, and Kofi able to block that maneuver and slamming Ospreay down. I really wanted to see Will Ospreay take on Kofi Kingston. I think these two would be a great one-on-one confrontation here. And a sit-down, wow, a sit-down brain buster by Kofi. A high-impact move by Kofi Kingston on Will Ospreay. Ospreay took a hell of a beating at the hands of Rip Nichols. I doubt he's 100% right now, HoboNation. He's moving a little bit slower than I'm used to seeing the aerial assassin move, and Heyman trying to get everybody into the match, and a swinging neck breaker by Ospreay. Now Kofi on the defensive. Finally, the aerial assassin coming to life with a springboard cross body splash on Kofi Kingston. Oh, look at that, going for a little bit of a camel clutch like submission here. Maybe trying to buy himself a little bit of time as the aerial assassin. Will Ospreay got so much in his arsenal, so many ways to hurt you, make you submit. It's just crazy. He's been a wrestler in New Japan forever. IWGP light heavyweight champion, intercontinental champion. I think he's been a tag team champion before, but I'm not entirely sure. But man, I mean, if you want to see a hell of a wrestling match, tune into any match that has the aerial assassin Will Ospreay and an RVD tagged in by Ospreay after that quick exchange on Kofi now. And they're really wearing out Kofi Kingston, it seems like. Maybe RVD and Ospreay will find their rhythm as a tag team during this match. And a nice reversal there with a shoulder breaker takedown by Kofi Kingston on Rob Van Dam. RVD, a hard Irish whip, maybe going to tag in Xavier Woods as Kingston, and now Woods tagged in finally. Kofi should have been out of there a while ago, and Woods coming in with a double axe handle to the wrist of Rob Van Dam, and Van Dam able to power out of that, and a reverse DDT going to pause the momentum of Xavier Woods now. Great to see Rob Van Dam here in the HWA. Great to have Will Ospreay here. I'm glad that he was able to return to action only 3 days after that match with Rip Nichols for the IC title, and man, that was a hell of a fast match. But I give it to Ospreay. A lot of people don't last that long with Nichols. He's a monster of a man at 6'9", 285. But RVD's got a chair in there, and our refs are somewhat blind. I'm sorry. Nice move there by Rob Van Dam. More classic RVD. And is RVD going to make use of that steel chair? I don't know. Oh, look at that. And the ref is distracted. The ref has been Oh, the ref was not. RVD and Will Ospreay have been disqualified. And the winners of the match via disqualification are the New Day. Wow. Wow. A DQ, what a horrible way to end a great match. And Paul Heyman's interference causing Will Ospreay and Rob Van Dam the match here. Your winners via DQ, the New Day. And thanks again, everybody, for watching the HWA house shows. This has been Season 1, Episode 29. Our next house show will be coming out on Monday, April 16th. 2018. We look forward to bringing it to you, and Saturday night will be Saturday night main event, twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Thank you, YouTube. Keep the action moving.